Good morning, and welcome back to Sideline to Sideline, a special Turkey Day edition. I'm the NFL genius, and joining me is someone that joins me every Thursday night. He's not guarding the 2, he's guarding the 3, Mr. Brett Gardy 3.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Brett. Happy Thanksgiving to the dog in the background. We always love your dog.
Oh, thank you.
In the upper right corner, we got the person that creates the graphics. Jordan created the graphics. Create the intro for the show. It's me. It's Key. So thankful to have you join us this Thanksgiving morning. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's going on, y'all? Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, y'all don't eat too much today, but let's get it rolling.
I mean, listen, I don't eat breakfast on Thanksgiving. I have like a Thanksgiving lunch situation over at my aunt's house. We watch the Lions and whoever they play. Today it's the Packers. And at halftime, the food comes out of the first game. And that's like the first meal I eat in a day. And then the second half, you get the pie, apple pie, pecan pie, pumpkin pie. And then later on in the night, I do a Friendsgiving. So I go to a buddy's house. And they got a whole setup.
They got a whole spread.
Yeah, so it's like you get a lunch, and I leave right at the end of the Lions game. So hopefully I miss like the first drive, maybe first drive or 2 of the 4:00 game. But I center my day around football. And that's what we do with Sideline to Sideline. Listen, I don't know Brett with like Meaty Boys and like Mo with basketball. I feel like I'm the NFL guy. And at the end of the day, like I genuinely believe no one watches as much football as me. Like maybe coaches and scouts, but I'm a degenerate. I'll invite anyone that wants to take a picture of my NFL Plus package with the all 22 replays. Like during the second half of the Buccaneers-Rams game, which was awful, by the way, I didn't need to see anymore. So I watched the full Browns-Raiders game because I wanted to watch Fedor's full start. So, like, I'm a psychopath. I forgot my light's not turned. Y'all tell me. Look, there's a light now. I'm awake. What's up, my man? Miami did Super Bowl. I like it. I'm picking them this week. So we got a lot to get into. What's your Thanksgiving Day? You have a tradition, something that you're doing this year?
I think it's funny. Normally, half the time my family just goes to Denny's.
Are you going to Denny's today?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet.
Go,
Pack, go.
That's how I know what Brett will be doing.
Yeah.
Key, I know we talked beforehand. My thoughts are with you. I understand it's a tough Thanksgiving for you. We love you. Hopefully someone makes you a really good plate today. That's all I have.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple of spots. I mean, hopefully either I go there or somebody just bring them to me. Either one. But I'm gonna be here, me with the boy. He's gonna be yelling at somebody at the game. So I don't know what video game he's playing, but I'm gonna be hearing him yelling. But I'm gonna be watching TV. So,
I mean, I'll be watching a lot of football today. It's crazy because we all have that relative that just be interrupting you in the middle of a big play. Like, yeah, can you look at my phone? No, it's 3rd and 7. They're on 34. They're down 6. Like, I don't know. I'm watching the game. Talk to me.
I got the one uncle that always bugs me because he knows I'm the football person in the family, and he's just like, "Oh, who do you think is going to win right now? Man, you're watching the game right now. Just watch." So got that. Everybody got that one family member that bugs you.
Ain't that the truth? Let's talk about some Thanksgiving Day games today. Good morning, Jory. Happy Thanksgiving, my man Anthony. Let's talk about some Thanksgiving games today. We got some good ones. I think this is the best, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the best Thanksgiving Day slate I remember. And if y'all can remember a better one, let me know.
Yeah, no.
And I also don't know what the AFC North did to like constantly get the Sunday night or the Thursday night game. I feel like it's every year. It's Baltimore, Pittsburgh. It's Cincinnati, Baltimore. It's Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Like I feel like I've gotten that every year. Am I tripping? Like the Thanksgiving Day night game seems to always be the AFC North. Did they sign up for that shit? Am I missing something?
I don't know how they get the Sunday night games, but it's always been, from what I remember, it's always Lions and Cowboys that play on the Super Bowl. I mean on Thanksgiving. So
all right, so Brett, how are you feeling going into today? What is your feelings like about today?
Oh, I think it's going to be a great day. Obviously, we're going to start off with a Packer victory, and that's just going to make it a great day of football regardless.
No, I'm asking, how do you feel about the Packers today? Tell me, give me your breakdown. What is your thought process on this game? Do you think that it'll be a lot like week one? I mean, take the fandom aside.
Okay. I think this game will be more competitive than week one. I think everybody will be more on the same page in Detroit. That being said, I do think that we can still beat them. It's gonna be a tough one. They're gonna try to run the ball down our throats. And the key to the Packers winning this game is keeping them to like 3rd and long, keeping them out of 3rd and manageable, get the pass rush going. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think we got this.
So I went back and looked at the stats from week one. This is me being who I am, just a weirdo. But they tried to run the ball versus you guys week one, but they didn't run it with, in my opinion, and I can't steal this. I thought it was great when Cottrell said it last night. They didn't run it with the mashed potatoes. They ran it with the gravy. David Montgomery had more carries than Jahmyr Gibbs. You cannot allow the gravy to have more carries than the mashed potatoes. If I'm the Detroit Lions today and I can't establish the run up the middle. Look, Key, you've watched the Packers play a ton, right? Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the place to attack the Packers is either down the seams. You have to get the safeties biting. You have to run both plays down the seams. They run a ton of attacking zone defense and through the running backs, passing the ball to the running backs out of the backfield. Jahmyr Gibbs needs to be heavily involved in this game plan. Last week, Jamison Williams, who's I think is one of the biggest game breakers you can run into, had 0 catches.
Didn't have no catches. That's crazy.
There has to be a concerted effort to get Jahmyr Gibbs and Jamison Williams the ball more. What you think, Key?
No, most definitely. Like for them to be Sonic and Knuckles, they're supposed to bounce off each other. You know, Batman and Robin, the Thunder and Lightning type of thing. For them to only use just Montgomery and not Gibbs. Gibbs is your leading back. Gibbs is your guy, and then it's Montgomery. For them not to use both of them, that's a dual threat. So when one of them or one of the other doesn't get one, that's when I feel like the Lions lose. They gotta get both of them involved. You know, Montgomery can catch out the backfield while Gibbs can run the ball, and vice versa. They both are good backs out. They both are good catching backs out the backfield. And then you have Jamison Williams who can get it over the top for you. And of course, Amara St. Brown. And then we got Laporta. He's finally back. So
Laporte's playing then?
Is he Brown? I
thought he's out. Hold on.
He's out.
I thought
he's out for the season. He had back surgery.
Oh, okay. See, never mind. So you taking out the Laporta, but then you still have that Ricky Tesla. Who can sneak in and maybe get you one, but the Lions offense has to run through Gibbs and Montgomery if they want to establish at least the passing game. Y'all gotta use both of them. Y'all gotta have mashed potatoes and gravy on this turkey day.
See, I don't agree with that. I think that you need to give Gibbs the lion's share. Like, I don't think it needs to be like Saquon and Tank Bigsby is in Philadelphia, 10-1 in carries. But it's got to be 8-1, 7-1. Let me ask you a question, Brett. When you look at this Lions team, when Jahmyr Gibbs is in the game, are you not like a little bit more apprehensive than if David Montgomery's in the game? Like if you're a Packers fan watching at home, like I don't know. Every time I would see David Montgomery in the game when the Eagles were playing the Lions in Philly, I'd feel a little better. I'd feel a little bit like, oh, it's a little. little bit of a break. It's like seeing the Cowboys without CD Lamb. I'm like, well, feel a little better there, you know? Bro, what's your thoughts on that?
No, absolutely. Jahmyr Gibbs just has such a big playability that you feel a little better when he's off the field. So no, I completely agree with that.
I like this. Lions Packers going to be my first half plate. Chiefs Cowboys going to be my second plate and nap. And then Bengals Ravens going to be my thirds and dessert. I like it, Jor. I like it. I don't want to talk about this right now. It's going to piss me off. It's going to piss me off 3 o'clock on a Friday. What the hell does it matter?
I'm going to be on my way home.
So last but not least in this Lions-Packers game, look, I'm not going to lie to you, Brett. I know you're a Packers fan. Your Packers offense has looked really bad recently. I'm going to say it here again, just like I said it to you on draft night. Just like I said it to you in the preseason. I don't think Matthew Golden is that guy. I think he's Jaden Reed 2.0. And if I look at this Packers team seriously, I think they need to make a splash in the offseason and get themselves a true number one wide receiver. I don't think it's on Jordan as much as it is on the wide receivers. Now, Christian Watson has been a breath of fresh air. I think he's been much better than what you guys have been putting in there as far as like Dontavian Wicks. Romeo Dobbs, who's normally a short-handed guy, has dropped a lot of passes the last few weeks. Are you comfortable with your wide receiver room now, or do you really like I want to ask you, 10 weeks into the season, I think the Packers are like 7-3-1 or something of that nature.
Yeah.
11 weeks into the season, do you feel comfortable with this offense competing for a Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's one of those offenses where it's going to be somebody different every time, and that makes it still dangerous. So it's been a challenge because we haven't been able to get the run game established, but I still think we have enough time to figure this out for a Super Bowl.
Do you believe that Josh Jacobs is like healthy enough to return today? I know he's going to play, but do you feel like that he'll be limited? Do you think we'll see a little bit more Emmanuel Wilson than we're used to when Josh Jacobs is playing? Do you think it'll be more of like a 60-40 split?
I think it'll be more of a split. Say Josh Jacobs is obviously coming off, banging knees in the Giants game. So I think with how well Wilson played as well last week, you'll get more of a split this week at running back.
Let's give a real prediction for the game. Score prediction, whole 9 yards. I'm going to read you the over under. I'm going to read you the spread in the game. Currently, we're looking at a Lions team that's -3, and the over-under is 48.5. Key, I'll start with you. Give me your score prediction.
See, I'm going to go with the Lions here. I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game in my opinion. I know I still do like Green Bay's defense a little bit. Offensively, they have their moments there, especially not 100% Josh Jacobs. Let's go Lions 27-14.
Oh, wow. 41. So when you talk about Josh Jacobs being hurt, one of the things that I want to point out to you, and I think they're all going to play, right? Let me be clear. Outside of Graham Glasgow, who is out, and Frank Ragnow just re-signed with them, but he won't play today. The center position will be their backup center, probably their third-string center, which will be Tristan Collin. Khalif Raymond's out. Brock Wright's out. Taylor Decker's questionable. Penei Sewell's questionable. Tate Ratledge is questionable. All three of those are offensive linemen that are questionable. I think they're going to play. Kerryon Arnold's questionable. I think he's going to play. Kirby Joseph is out. The Lions are dealing with injuries just like last year. The Lions. I got to find a new strength and conditioning coach. Somebody's got to come in. Or Dan Campbell's got to calm down on hitting at practice because these teams always seem to be injured in the middle of the season. With that being said, I don't know in this game. This is the biggest coin flip to me. I think it's the hardest game to predict during the day. And I guess my gut tells me this. If the Lions lose this football game, they're not going to make the playoffs. And I don't want to eliminate the Lions right now from the playoffs. So I'm going to say the Lions win this game 23-20. I think it goes under the total. I think it's low scoring. But if the Packers are able to stuff the middle and stop the run early, I think and Jordan Love does not turn the football over, which second half of the season, he's done a very good job not doing that. I think the Packers could win this football game. This is the game in which I love to give you like bold statements like this team's going to win. I don't know. So don't beat me up if I'm wrong here. But I got it 23-20 Lions under and then a push on the spread. Brett, tell us that your Packers are going to win and how.
Yeah, no, I think that we can still get to them through that O-line. Obviously Ragnow's back, but not today. So I think as long as we can stop the run early, force them into passing situations, we can completely gut that offense again. So I'm confident. I think that we pick up the win, and I think it'll be a close one, though. I think it'll probably be like a 2017 game. Packers.
So low score.
Yeah.
All three of us have the under, so I'm assuming this game will be 60 points scored. I'm obviously kidding. Exact opposite of what we picked. Second game on the docket, and this is normally my favorite game, and I'll tell you why. Recently, maybe the last 15 years, I think the record's like 5-10 in their last 15 Thanksgivings. I love watching the Dallas Cowboys lose. Why I eat dinner. It is like I am an Eagles fan, but my second favorite team in the NFL is whoever's playing the Dallas Cowboys. And Key, I know you can relate to that, living in the city of brotherly love. We hate our brothers. They're not our brothers. We don't like them down in Dallas. Dallas, Fort Worth, we can't stand. And there's nothing better than watching a Cowboys fan get super excited. We them boys, we're ready, we're back, and then getting smacked right in the mouth on Thanksgiving, knowing that they're eating their Thanksgiving dinner in misery. Miserable. It makes it so much fun to me. Yes, I'm a bad person. I am very, I prey on others being upset. Listen, there's nothing that will help me more than watching the Dallas Cowboys lose. So you got Cowboys versus Chiefs in Arlington. The Cowboys are back, right? They beat the Raiders, who are a great football team, and then they beat the Eagles, who are just, obviously their offense is clicking on all cylinders. So we the boys are back, right? Quentin Williams is there. They're back. They're 5-5-1. They have a 9% chance of making the playoffs. They're going to the fucking Super Bowl. You got to talk to these guys. They'll tell you. Get the hell out of here. I like the Chiefs today, and I like them big. I love the Chiefs. They're my favorite play by far. I didn't know what was going to happen in the first game. I know what's going to happen at 4:30. The Chiefs are going to smack the Cowboys in the mouth and not stop smacking until Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are arguing on the sideline. What do you guys think, Cowboys versus Chiefs?
Again, they got Quentin Williams, what's his name, Logan Wilson. I mean, they're upgrades, I guess, for their defense. But I just don't. I still don't. It's Dallas. I still don't. They get on this high, and then all of a sudden they come crashing down. But it's the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are still trying to find a way to get back into the playoffs. So I gotta go with the Chiefs here. I think the Chiefs will humble Dallas today. I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. So still can't bet against Patrick, even though I know they're having the year that they're having, but And I know Dallas got Overshown back and all those guys. I get it. But I see Mahomes doing his thing today.
I like see this. I'm right here, right? I gave my prediction last night on Wire to Wire. I think it's 42-22 or 23 or 24. I'm right here. I like the Chiefs today big. I think that it's going to be an under, an over, and an over for the over-unders. And I think this game is the easiest over of the day. I think the Chiefs don't stop scoring until the game's over. Give me Rashee Rice. Give me Travis Kelce. I got a spotting for you. I got a person that I want you to look out for, right? Listen, I know you're sitting at your dinner table and you're trying to win a couple dollars. Put $5, $10 on a Tyquan Thornton anytime touchdown as they catch him down the sideline for a 50-yard bomb as Mahomes hits him in stride. I love the Chiefs in this football game. Brett, where are you at?
I'm in the same spot as you guys. I really, really like the Chiefs here, and I think they win it comfortably. I'm going to predict like a 30-21 game. So I'm really liking the Chiefs in this one. I just don't think they have the passing defense to stop the Chiefs right now.
Hold up. We boys, we're going to hear that right after the game. I cannot wait.
Patrick Mahomes going to be eating the turducken.
Patty Ice. Look, we'll get into Philadelphia shortly. I think the key to the game for Kansas City is to take advantage of the middle of the field. Cowboys run a lot of cover 3 defense. So if you're looking for a couple bets to place today during your Turkey Day specials, Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice love to roam the middle of the field. I would look at their over in receiving yards. I think both of them have huge days. When the Cowboys run cover 3, they're running 3 deep safeties, and they leave the seams open. It's a spot where Philadelphia had a ton of success to start the game. Also, Isaiah Pacheco is back today. So you're going to get a little Pacheco Hunt action in the backfield with a little Braden Smith, who's been playing really good football for Kansas City. Sorry, Brashard Smith, not Braden. I'm thinking of I was just talking about college basketball last night, and I'm thinking about Purdue. But I think that the middle of the field is open. I think the Chiefs, I don't know how the Cowboys stop the Chiefs. I don't know what the method of victory is. I don't know where they get stopped that they need. Do I feel confident that George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb can catch a few balls versus that Spagnuolo defense? Absolutely. But when you really break down this football game, do you have more confidence in the Chiefs getting a stop over the Dallas Cowboys offense, or do you have confidence in the Cowboys getting a stop over Patrick Mahomes? Seriously, that's the way you have to look at this.
Yeah, I think McDuffie's gonna go stride to stride with Pickens. CeeDee Lamb he didn't play well on Thursday. So I mean, and plus he's dropping balls that should be caught. So this game's gonna be interesting. But I'm taking the Chiefs and Spags to defense over Dallas' defense.
I mean, we'll see how everything goes. No Noah Gray, so look out for Big Bob Tunyon. A little reference for Brett. Little Big Bob Tunyon action.
Yeah, Rob Ton, great player.
Bob Tunyon. Another one. Just a $5 action, but I want you guys to all think about this real quick. What does an Isaac Tesla, Jarrett Wiley, Mike Gesicki, anytime touchdown parlay pay out at $5? Go throw $5 on it. All 3 of these guys could score today. No Brock Wright, no Sam Laporta. Isaac Tesla is the guy that you need to look at in the Lions game. And in the Chiefs game, I'm telling you, look out for Bob Tunyon or Jarrett Wiley. They're down on the Chiefs love running 2 tight end sets, and both those guys are going to get action today. And then in the nightcap, you got the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Breezy, making its comeback. The Ravens have won 5 straight. The Cincinnati Bengals are bringing back their quarterback when they're 3-8. That's got to be an organizational
That
malpractice.
makes no sense to me at all. None.
Organizational malpractice, Key. Just throw that bitch on IR. Yeah, you're sitting the rest of the year, Joe.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm shutting them down. There's no point of you being out here. You're 3-8. We're not going into the playoffs. What more do you want?
Brett, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. I partially expected them to maybe put him on IR instead of bringing him back, but I guess they have a really outside chance at the playoffs still. So
1%.
yeah, but they're going to try to run with that 1% apparently. So I don't really like it, but let's see if it works out for them.
They're looking at sweeping the Ravens. I doubt it.
I just don't understand. I don't understand that. Zach Taylor, like Topper said, Zach Taylor trying to save his job. Zach Taylor's only there because of Burrow. What do you do? Would you go in there? All right, Burrow, let's go ahead, Joe. Let's just win out. That's not gonna. I don't know. Do they want to go out with a bang? I guess I don't know. But I would still. I'm not playing him, or I'm going to have him as a backup role. Just let Flacco go out. Like I'm not even going to start. What are we playing for? Seed in position for the draft? Like what are we doing?
Their first round draft pick, Shamar Stewart's on IR. Their best pass rusher, Trey Hendrickson, is out. Lamar Jackson is going to have a field day. He has not run the ball very often. I'm telling you right now, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson are going to go over on their rushing yards. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to have to stack the box to try to stop the run, and you're going to see some big plays. Fireworks in the 8 o'clock game. I think Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow will somewhat keep up, but when you have no T. Higgins, and you can focus primarily coverage on Jamar Chase, Andre Yoshivas, Mike Gesicki. Here's a guy to look for in the Bengals organization. Mitchell Tinsley is a name to look for. That's another guy you can throw in that anytime touchdown parlays of little Mitchell Tinsley. But the Bengals as a whole, I don't give them much shot at winning this football game. I have the Ravens pulling away. I have more confidence in the Ravens getting stops than the Bengals. Give me Lamar Jackson and the Ravens 41. The Cincinnati Bengals 24. And a 17-point. I think it'll be competitive, but I think the Ravens eventually pull away.
I don't think Bengals would be competitive at all, in my opinion. They're not going to be able to run the ball with Chase Brown, even though, they did run it. Chase Brown did have a good game. I forget what game that was. I was like, oh, they actually ran the ball.
Last week.
Huh?
Versus the Patriots last week. He had a very good game.
I don't know. I don't know. But then again, you never know. Any given Thursday, Burrow might come out firing, but that Baltimore's hot, and that defense is starting to come together, and everybody's coming back healthy. I just don't see the Bengals keeping up with Baltimore. It's going to be a field day, especially Derrick Henry. And Lamar, I think he's going to use his feet today.
I completely agree. When you have no pass rush and he drops back and he realizes he has time and holes and avenues in which to run, I think he'll be able to run for a ton of yards tonight. Lamar might run for 100. I mean that.
No, I can see that.
So, and the Ravens defense is starting to get healthy. I agree with you, Tapa. Great comments in the chat. Kyle Hamilton looks great. Roquan Smith actually looks better. Awuzie has been a nice little, pickup at the cornerback when they got rid of Jai Alexander. Marlon Humphrey's playing well. Nate Wiggins is playing well. I'm liking what I'm seeing
especially when they bring Hamilton up as like he's a end, like he's up on the line. That's when he comes
playing that Cam Chancellor role.
Even he comes in the flex balls, he gets the sacks. So I like what they're doing with Hamilton. They move, he's all over the field. So yeah, defense is starting to get hot.
Brett, 5 weeks ago, on Sideline to Sideline, I told everybody that would listen, I said, get your plus money Ravens to win that division. They're now tied for the lead in the division right now. And they're tied with the Steelers. And I didn't think it'd be this quick. I didn't think it'd be this fast they would catch up. 5-game winning streak. The Steelers go 1-4, and here we are. Yeah, Brett, did you give a score prediction on this game? I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. I think it's good. I think the Ravens win. I think they beat the Bengals, and I think it's going to be like I'm going to say like 36-28 game. So
okay,
it's going to be a fun one.
Friday afternoon on Prime. Black Friday in Philadelphia. You're going to piss me off.
Blackout day.
Look, I'm going to make something very clear. Number one, it's the biggest sales day of the year for me because I'm in retail. And in Philadelphia, when the Eagles play, it's a ghost town. So not only are you taking money out of my pocket, number two, I can't sit at home and watch the Eagles because I'm forced to work on Black Friday because it's the biggest sales day of the year. So it's a double negative for these assholes to be playing at 3 o'clock on Black Friday.
Know whose idea this was?
It pisses me off. I'm livid at this. This 3 o'clock bullshit on Black Friday. Give me the Friday night game. I'll work all day, get home at 7 o'clock, and have a 7 p.m. Prime game. Don't give me this 3 o'clock bullshit. I'm pissed. I'm working tomorrow. This is bullshit.
I'm gonna be wrapping up, getting ready to go home at 3:30. So at least I'll see
people that are working tomorrow. I watch the game with every week. Jake, he's working. It's bullshit. I hate this game. I hate it. I don't know what type of fan base you're getting at 3 o'clock on Black Friday, but is what it is. 3 o'clock game, Philadelphia. The Bears coming to Philadelphia, 2 division leaders. The leader of the NFC North versus the leader of the NFC East. I think we can both say both teams are fraudulent, but I might get some slack from Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Eagles offense is putrid. And that starts with offensive coordinator Kevin Batulga and the most predictable offensive play calling in the history of football. I mean, they are absolutely, I can tell you what they're running before they run it. Brett, you know the Bears. Caleb Williams is they've won some games this year, but I'll give you an example of what I mean. I'm going to read this out to you. They beat the Cowboys in week 3. Okay. They beat the Raiders by 1, the Commanders by 1, the Saints by 12, the Bengals by 5 on like a backdoor craziness. They beat the Giants by 4, the Vikings by 2, and Mason Rudolph and the Steelers by 3. Any of those wins really impress you?
They don't really impress me, but you know what? Give them credit for winning the game that they should, but yeah, none of them impressed me, but like I said, give them credit for taking care of business.
What do you think in this Bears-Eagles game?
You know what? It's going to be a tough one, but I really am I'm rooting for the Eagles today. I want them to take down the Bears and knock them down a peg, so call it the division hater in me speaking, but give me the Eagles today.
Yeah, the Bears-Eagles friendship. I've heard nothing about this. I've heard everything about this. The Eagles are 3-0 versus the NFC North. The Bears are 3-0 versus the NFC East. And the Twitters have been going back and forth, thanking each other, but the friendship is on hold. I don't think we're friends. I mean, obviously they've helped us this year, but we've helped them by beating the Packers, Lions, and Vikings. Key, how do you see this game playing out?
Anything can happen, honestly. The way the Eagles offense has been playing is just it's like you got a kid and you keep telling them don't do this. You know, you keep saying the same thing over and over and over about this Eagles offense, this Eagles teams, and what they need to do, and it's just tired of talking about it. You're just getting to that point. You're just tired. We know what the Eagles are capable of when click on all cylinders. We know what they can do. I still feel like we can win this game. The Bears have their recess linebacking core in there because all three of their linebackers are hurt. All three they starting quarterbacks, linebackers are hurt. So they're using, the kids from recess and the practice squad is back there with their linebacking core. I know CJ comes back to Philly. He's with the Chicago Bears now, so it should be interesting. But I still think we win this game. Defensive wise, I think our line can get to Caleb Williams. Hopefully we don't solely rely on our defense to bail us out. We saw how that happened last week. So I still got the Eagles winning this game.
Jalen Johnson looks like a full participant Wednesday's practice. Looks like Jalen Johnson will be back for this game. So the Bears will get some much needed help in the secondary. Not sure if Tyreek Stevenson is going to play. He's listed as questionable. He didn't practice Wednesday. He's got a hip issue. But yeah, TJ Edwards, Noah Sewell, both of them look to be out for this football game. Tremaine Edmonds is on IR. So yeah, the linebacking core in Chicago is going to be, and they miss a lot of tackles there. And another thing about the Chicago Bears, their offensive line has done a very poor job of protecting. They've been better than they were last year, but they're not a great offensive line. I think the Eagles defense should have no problem slowing them down. I think the Eagles offense is going to still be anemic because I don't care who you're throwing out there. If your plays are so predictable like the Philadelphia Eagles are, they'll be able to sit on that hitch route. I'm tired of the same route concepts over and over and over again. Hitches goes. It's constant.
I just wish they would go in the middle, slants, throw some screens in there here and there. I mean,
throw a goddamn drag route, Key. A drag route. What did we remember what a crosser is? Like I just don't. The Philadelphia Eagles offense looks so bad. This is a CJ.
He's asking Madden. He's not looking at the play. He's pushing the button. Like, all right, this play works. Let's use it.
It's not working though.
Right.
Trash. I said this last night. I'll say it again. I said it on Coffee and Sports. The Eagles will not win the Super Bowl with this offense. Will not win the Super Bowl.
Nope.
So, just my opinion. Reed Blankenship looks like he's going to play. That'll be helpful. Dory Jackson was just cleared, so it looks like he'll play. Devontae Smith is the questionable one. Did not practice on Wednesday, so we'll see what today tells us. But Landon Dickerson's questionable. Lane Johnson will not play. So you're going to get a lot of Checker Fred. What's your thoughts on the game? What is your score prediction, Key?
Score predictions. Bears defense. Our offense. Anything can happen. I don't care how the Eagles win. Just win. It can be 99 field goals. Just win the damn game. I'm gonna go 24-14.
I have 23-20. I think this game. I don't think the Eagles cover. I don't think the Eagles offense is good enough to cover right now. Brett, what's the score prediction on this game?
Give me the Eagles. I'm thinking like 24-18.
24-18? Okay.
Yeah.
They don't cover, but they win. All of us seem to have the under in the game. So we'll kind of see how that plays out in Philadelphia. Still pissed off that it's a 3:00 game in the middle of Black Friday weekend. Do want to ask you guys opinions, and this is a special Thanksgiving Day show, but do want to ask you guys opinions on what you guys have seen with Shedeur Sanders, and I want to kind of get to some of the things that we've seen last week. Last week, Shedeur Sanders, he was 11 of 20. He had a QBR of 8, but he hit 2 really, really nice throws. One of them being a 52-yard pass on the money while he was on the run. Another one I thought was a really good pass was a pass to Harold Fannin, and it was over the line. He led him upfield. I thought it was a great pass. Did you guys have any thoughts on Shador? What did you grade him for this game versus the Las Vegas Raiders?
Yeah, I thought Shador had a really good game against the Raiders. He's looked better than even what Gabriel did in that first game against the Vikings. So I really like what I'm seeing from Shador, and it looks like he's developing very well over there. Actually, he's definitely got some things to work on for sure, but I'd say I'm looking forward to seeing more of him.
I already knew that once Cleveland gives Shador a chance, I was like, "What y'all wait so long for? Y'all not going anywhere. What are we doing?" Gabriel was thinking up the joint. He couldn't throw the screen pass. I mean, the screen is right there. He overthrows the screen. Shador comes in, throws the screen perfectly, and boom. But no, I mean, if y'all watch Shador in Colorado, which I did, his seasons there, we know Shador can play football. We already knew this. He's an athlete. He's a good quarterback. You just got to give him time. I just felt like when they threw him in there, Gabriel got hurt, they crucified him already. I'm like, don't just put him in there. Give him reps with the ones and see what happened. And that's what happened. He looked great out there. I'm not saying he was perfect. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. But he did what he did. He did what he needed to do to win against the Raiders. And the Raiders is god awful. So I knew that he was going to win this game. Just simply off of offense and defense alone. They sacked Geno 10 times, which is crazy. But no, Shador did his thing. I like what I saw with Shador. And if, again, he keeps reps, this is how he's going to get better. He needs reps and repetition and game plays. He'll be good.
I don't agree with you guys. And I think that when I watch Shador play, I mean, granted, he made 2 good plays. But when you say he looked good or when you say he was developing, I let him have a QBR above 15. Like, he's been not good. He threw a terrible interception in that game. A terrible interception. And if the Browns defense doesn't stack the quarterback 10 times, they might have lost to the Raiders. They didn't play well. They scored twice. Let me ask you a question real quick. When you sack the quarterback 10 times and turn the Raiders over multiple times, and you get the ball, I think they had 13 offensive possessions in the game, and you scored 24 points. Is that something that I wouldn't be thrilled about that? Yeah, he's a rookie. I'm not writing the book on him and saying that he's going to stink, but like he had a 66-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Sampson. Was that a good play? It was a fucking swing pass. He threw the ball 4 yards, and Dylan Sampson made 2 cuts and went downfield. I'm scratching my head watching him because I want him to succeed, and I want him to. But for us to pretend he's been the guy, I think Dylan Gabriel wins that game too. I don't think Dylan Gabriel goes in that game and loses. And the evidence I would give you is Dylan Gabriel beat the Miami Dolphins 31-9. Who do you think's better, the Dolphins or the Raiders? I just don't see it yet. Would I like to see it? Can I see it? I watched him in Colorado. I know he has it. That throw he made down the sideline where he rolled right and threw a 52-yard pass to Isaiah Bond was a great throw. A great throw. Can you point to any others? If I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind.
But no, I get your, again, I get your point. It wasn't, his stats, it wasn't great. But again, this first team with getting full first team reps. So I get it. That's why I said just give him more time. Was he completely great out there his first? Of course not. He wasn't great. He made some great throws. Some good plays here, and then he also made some mistakes. So I mean, I'm going to see what he does the following weekend if he stays in the starter role or what happens with Cleveland with his development and him just being prepared. But I'm not going to crucify him off the one game. Again, he did enough to win the games. And I get what you're saying. They had the 13 drives with the turnovers and the sacks that they did. They should have had maybe more points than 24. But if we had a veteran quarterback in there, maybe they would have had more than 24. But doing what he did, I mean, he won the game.
Brett?
Well, to be fair, I figured if he went in there and he obviously doesn't. He still need to work on some things. He's got to maybe read the field a little quicker. But overall, he went in there and as much as he had things to work on, first start as a 5th-round quarterback getting the win. I was impressed. I obviously agree that he still has a lot of things to work on, but you know what? For the situation given, not really getting a lot of work with the first team, I'll take it. I only think the chemistry gets better from here with Shedeur and the starters.
I guess. I just don't. I think the Browns have cake on their face in this situation of where they drafted Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round. And to give up on a 3rd-round draft pick that you chose to start after 4 weeks is not really fair. And granted, I know Shedeur's the bigger name, and I know Shedeur was projected to go higher, but they didn't draft him higher. So can you imagine being Dillon Gabriel? You're drafted in the 3rd round. You're a developmental piece. You got 4 games to work out any kinks. You went 1-3. Not terrible, not great. And you're just, Shedeur's now the starter. That's it. Dillon Gabriel's cleared concussion protocol. Shedeur's the starter. I don't like the situation he's walking into in San Francisco. He's playing San Fran this week. I think that Robert Saleh defense is going to make him look silly.
Yeah, Shedeur's going to get ate up.
Just an opinion, though. Obviously, we all have opinions. Everyone has one. It's just, I like the 49ers in this football game Sunday.
Same. Yeah, I don't, especially with that, Shedeur hasn't seen that type of defense. And Robert Saleh is going to make sure that he feels it. So it may not be a good day for Shedeur that day. That I will agree.
Is it time to admit that J.J. McCarthy stinks?
You've been stumped.
Yeah.
My question is, I asked this last night, and Bill and Cottrell they're just like, oh, it's 5 games. He started 6 games or whatever it is. And, he's a project. But when you draft a kid in the 1st round, 10th overall, that won the national championship, that's not a project to me. And by the way, I've never seen this before. You guys correct me if you guys have seen this. The independent neurologist didn't put J.J. McCarthy in concussion protocol. The Minnesota Vikings did.
What?
They're like, I think he's got a concussion. Sit him out. I think it's so they can sit him without, I honestly believe they looked at the schedule and we're going to go play Mike McDonald in Seattle with this quarterback. Absolutely not. I just not it. I think that they are giving up on him now. And I think it was very obvious when he was the emergency quarterback and they had Carson Wentz out there with one shoulder still playing football. Kevin O'Connell wants to start someone else. And he doesn't want to destroy his young quarterback's confidence. So it's injuries or it's concussion protocol. They're starting Max Brosmer Sunday at Seattle. Talk about feeding the kid to the wolves.
That's not going to be no better. I feel bad for Jefferson. Addison too. Addison hasn't been doing his normal numbers either.
Max Brosmer, 4 games played, 5 complete passes on 8 attempts in his career. I think he played 1 year in college too. I think he started 1 year in college. Let me just check real quick. I'm almost sure he started 1 year at Minnesota.
Like I get Kevin.
He's a one-year starter at Minnesota. Played 13 games, had 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in college. Normally, those college numbers are supposed to be. Normally, those college numbers are supposed to be like inflated, right? What's popping, Mo? We're talking about JJ McCarthy being basically put into concussion protocol. And then starting Max Brosmer, who started 1 year in college and never started in the pros. First game as an NFL starter is going to be at the Seattle Seahawks.
That's a tough way to start your NFL career. But for what it's worth, and I know little about the young man you just mentioned, he can't do much worse than JJ McCarthy. He might actually do better.
I don't know, man. I think if there's somebody that's less prepared than JJ McCarthy, it would be Max Brosmer. I mean, this guy is one season in the Big Ten he's played, and he didn't have good stats. I don't know how he's on an NFL roster. Guys, I pride myself in knowing a lot of guys coming out of college. I have no idea who this guy is. I'm sure Dante knows who he is. I have no fucking clue. You up on your Max Brosmer
Right.
stuff?
I mean, I get nobody got him in fantasy this week. I know that.
No, how much do you know about Max Brosmer, Key?
I don't know who that is.
That's my
No
point. And I consider you an astute football mind.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. You
Hey,
might as well keep JJ out there. I mean, I don't know who that is.
Or sports gives us compelling stories that we don't always see coming. Max Brosner could be the worst of the worst, or he could come out of nowhere and be the new Kurt Warner.
That would be the most surprising thing to happen on Sunday, is if Max Brosmer came out and was just that guy. Because Sunday's slate of football stinks. All the good games are on Thursday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got San Fran and Cleveland. That's a dud. Jacksonville and Tennessee. What? Sunday's slate is terrible. Houston, Indy, I guess. New Orleans, Miami. Falcons, Jets. Cardinals, Buccaneers.
Red zone day. That ain't even.
I didn't know what's going to be. This would be a day to go. Listen, you want to go Christmas shopping, sweetheart? This might be the day. Like, I'm sorry. Minnesota with their 4th-string quarterback for Seattle. The Rams at Carolina. The game of the week is Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Oh, God.
And I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play. Then you have Raiders, Chargers. And then Sunday night, you've been waiting all day for Sunday night to watch the 3-8 Washington Commanders. Like, what? What a terrible slate of football. You want to watch football, watch it today.
And tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm so sick about tomorrow. Mo, we were yelling about this earlier. Friday at 3:00. I'm in retail, Mo. I got to work Black Friday. I'm missing the goddamn Eagles game because they have a Friday at 3:00 game. He is working. Jake, my guy Jake that I watch the sports with is working. Brett, you working Friday?
I am.
Brett is working. What are we doing, NFL? I understood putting Jets Dolphins on last year on Black Friday because no one gives a shit about the Jets or the Dolphins.
Facts.
Chris.
That's a brutal scheduling that doesn't make sense. Like you said, if you're in retail, customer service, you got to suffer. That's terrible scheduling by the NFL.
Why? But why? I don't care having it on a Friday, but why at 3:00?
Right.
Give me 7.
7:00. People are on their way home. You know, they can settle in. I think that's where the ratings are coming more at. You're not going to get no ratings at no 3:00.
I agree with Keith.
I did have one more thing for you guys before we wrap up. There's no really good games on the Sunday docket. We went over all the other ones. I do have one more fun thing for you guys before we wrap up on this Thanksgiving Day, and then we'll give a little Thanksgiving favorite meal. It looks like Mo's already posted his, but I wanted to show you this, and it was updated 8 days ago. I like using Tankathon. It's one of my favorites. So this is the Tankathon 2026 NFL mock draft. Now, a lot of this will change by the time, but you got the Titans and Giants that don't really need a quarterback. Arvell Reese out of Ohio State is going to help them a ton. I don't think they need any more edge rushers. I just think this is a bad pick. But the Titans 100% can get some edge rushing help in Reuben Bain Jr. from the U. But where I find interesting is the way the quarterback placement is now. Fernando Mendoza, first quarterback off the board from Indiana, going to the New Orleans Saints. You just drafted Tyler Show. Now Fernando Mendoza will be your pick at the third overall pick. Followed by Ty Simpson, Alabama. Where's Jory at? To the Jets. I think that's
no.
It's a terrible fit for him.
Yes, it is.
And then Dante Moore of Oregon, who I think is the best of the three of these, going to the Raiders, who definitely need to replace their quarterback.
Indeed. He'll be a good fit over there. But Ty's, no, don't let him go to the Jets.
I mean, I don't want anybody to the Jets.
That is QB purgatory. I don't know. The Jets, it seems like every time a Jets draft a quarterback, it never works. I don't know what they got to do around there to keep a quarterback, but Jets ain't it.
What's worse, Jets? What's worse, quarterback purgatory? The Jets, the Bears, or the Panthers?
It's the Jets.
Or the Browns.
Or the Browns. The Browns, oh my God.
Yeah, the Browns and Jets, they can't get it right already. The Carolina, they're working with Bryce Young. The Raiders, they just need to find a quarterback. They don't need to pick nobody up off the street. If they do, let them be a backup in a veteran role, but they need to draft a quarterback. Because Geno ain't it.
I ran across a really funny stat, and I'm pulling it up. So, since 1950, the Green Bay Packers have had 34 starting quarterbacks. Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, to name a few. 34 starting quarterbacks since 1950. Since the return of the Browns in 1999, how many starting quarterbacks do you think the Browns have had?
A lot.
49 last year. Anyone want to take a guess?
20?
60.
26.
30.
30 would be less than the Packers. It's 42.
Oh my
They
God.
had 42 starting quarterbacks since 1999, and the Packers have had 34 starting quarterbacks since 1950. But it's got the Browns taking the Ohio State's own Caleb Downs, who I think is the best player in this draft. You got Carnell Tate from Ohio State going number 10 to Miami. I don't understand that. We're just drafting another wide receiver. Like I don't get it. But
who Tennessee got coming out? I know they're not going to draft another QB. They going wide receiver.
Tennessee, number 1. They have Reuben Bain Jr. from the U. A wide receiver going to some of these picks. These are the franchise picks. These are just dumb picks. Jeremiah Love going to the Cowboys. Like I drafted a running back at 14. I love this pick. Kenyon Sadiq. Love him out of Oregon. Going to the Chiefs to be the Travis Kelce replacer. Oh man. It's a great pick right here. He's a 6'3", 245-pound tight end and can catch the ball.
Yeah, because Travis did say he don't know if he's going to stay with the Chiefs or venture out and go play somewhere else.
Spencer James, Mekhi Lemon. By the way, the comparables to Spencer James from All-American. And
Yeah.
and Mekhi Lemon are is insane. But 5'11 Makai Lemon, 5'11 Spencer James, 195-pound Makai Lemon, 195-pound Spencer James. University of Southern Cal and GAU, which was Southern Cal on the show. Don't lie to yourself. Going to the Buffalo Bills, I think, is a great pick. And then you look at the rest of this, the Eagles taking a wide receiver is goofy. I think that's a dumb play. Unless they're getting rid of A.J. Brown, which I think they will. I got to see how that plays out. But adding to the current roster, that doesn't make any sense. I think the Eagles will just take another Georgia linebacker. Anything stand out to you guys in this first round?
No, I just don't like the Ty Simpson pick. But
Do you not like it because it's the Jets? Like if you're the Jets,
but I know they need a quarterback. It's just with the curse with the Jets picking a quarterback. That's all. If they do go Ty Simpson route, I just hope and pray they put somebody around them.
I mean, line's been good. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm with Key. I don't want him to go to the Jets, but the Jets are doing what they're supposed to do. They have to draft a franchise quarterback. Let's just hope they bring in a quarterback guru who can work with them, because obviously the history of the Jets, they don't have a good quarter. I mean, between them, the Bears, the Browns, the Panthers, it's not lengthy in terms of quarterback success.
Does Aaron Glenn stay, though? I think if Aaron Glenn stays, like you always say, Jane Merritt, the coach to the quarterback, does he pick his quarterback? And then if they pick his quarterback and then he leaves. So what's going to happen?
Exactly what's going to happen, Keith. The owner already praised Aaron Glenn and said that our quarterback doesn't have a very high Madden rating, so we can't really blame it on the coach. Did you hear that shit?
A high Madden rating? That's wild.
No, he said the Madden rating last year. Like his kids said, this guy doesn't have a good Madden rating, but like he said recently that Justin Fields is not a very high-rated quarterback.
Oh yeah.
And I think that he's had his Aaron Glenn's back in this situation. So I don't know. I just think I find it very interesting, very intriguing. By the way, Kyle said, "How do I know the Patriots were taking a wide receiver?" I'll tell you this: you should look up Chris Brazell from Tennessee. He is 6'5", and the guy he's a T. Higgins archetype, and I think that would be perfect for what Drake May needs, in my opinion. Last thing before we wrap up. This is fun, nothing serious, but I see Mo's got the Southern mac and cheese. I'm going to ask you for your favorite meal, your favorite part of Thanksgiving, your favorite thing that you eat on Thanksgiving, something that, it could be whatever. It could be, Aunt Lucy's pumpkin pie. I don't care what it is, but what is your favorite thing that you eat on Thanksgiving? Maybe your favorite pastime, your favorite memory, whatever that may be. Share it with me. Share it with us. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. So I'm always looking for a staple on my plate. Has to be the mac and cheese, of course. That is like the main entree. It has to be the main side. Go little yams. Got some collard greens. I'm not a big turkey fan on Turkey Day. I don't know, because I have my share of dry turkey, so I don't want to encounter that. So it might be a little ham, some roast beef. We might have chicken. It depends on who brings it. But the must is the yams, the mac and cheese, the collard greens, and whatever meat they have. And then you have to have either banana pudding or some sweet potato pie. Don't bring pumpkin pie in my house. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna eat it.
I love pumpkin pie. You can bring it to my house.
Gotta go sweet potato. So that's the pretty much staple on the plate. So
I'll take pumpkin pie. I'll take pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
I love me. Pecan's very sweet though. You have one slice of that shit. You're like, I'm good. And mac and cheese. Let's make it very clear to anyone listening out there. It's gotta be a certain mac and cheese. We gotta have baked mac and cheese. It's gotta be cooked the right way.
This is homemade. Right.
Yeah, not just one cheese. It gotta be a couple cheeses in there.
Yeah, facts.
Gotta have a little brown at the top.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
so don't be not burnt, just brown and coated. So
Yeah.
I like
when you cut into it, you hear the crisp a little bit when you dig into it. So yeah,
I like the Vermont extra sharp.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you at, Mo? Pastime, favorite thing, favorite dish?
For me, it's I really go to Thanksgiving for the sides. I'm with Key. I want the mac and cheese. I want the collard greens. I could do mustard greens. Give me some cornbread. The yams. Somebody I'm sure is going to bring some black eyed peas. I'll get down on them too. Like I love the sides. That's my favorite part of Thanksgiving.
Love that. Brett?
I think one of my favorite dishes at Thanksgiving, good old fashioned, like, turkey or ham and mashed potatoes. So it's always great just getting together with family. My favorite part of Thanksgiving. So definitely going to be a fun one this year.
I'll tell you, every year we go over my aunt's house and we get the shrimp is the appetizer. You got the little shrimp roll, cocktail sauce. But I fill my plate very simply. I like the thick mashed potatoes. Don't give me that creamy shit. I want to taste the potato in the mashed potatoes. Give me the chunky mashed potatoes. Don't overload it with butter or salt. It's got to be good potato. And then my favorite is listen, no shock, I'm overweight, but my favorite is the dessert. Give me some pumpkin pie, some pecan pie, a slice of that. Watching that second half of the football game, I'm in heaven. I like turkey. I like me some turkey, but like he said, too much dry turkey. Don't leave that turkey in there too long. I think the turkey sandwich the day after,
Is the best.
Turkey sandwich
is the best.
Throw a little American cheese, yellow mustard. Eat that that fresh cut turkey sandwich. That's my move. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning on a very special edition of Sideline to Sideline. Any final thoughts from the panel?
Hey guys, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, have a good one. Friends and family, don't do nothing crazy. If you have to call an Uber, please call an Uber. It only takes 2 seconds. Don't be one of these dummies and get behind the wheel and you had too much to drink. We want to see all of y'all back. And then make sure y'all check on, just check on folks this time of year during the holiday. That's all I gotta say. If you know, so just check. So but yeah, make sure y'all have a safe and enjoy your family.
Brett?
Yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy your days and go Pack Go.
Key, I'm gonna echo your sentiment. I've been through really great Thanksgivings and I've been through really tough ones. And there's a lot of y'all that are in my prayers and my thoughts. A lot of people lose loved ones, and I don't want to, get too emotional with it, but check on those people and let them know you love them. Let them know you care about them. Key, I love you. Brett, I love you. So I know you guys have had a tougher year, so I don't want to get too emotional with y'all. Mo, obviously love you too. I'm not trying to leave you out, but
no doubt.
I love you guys, and I hope you guys all have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you guys so much for making us part of your morning. I'm the NFL genius, Sheen Walzak. He's Southern Mac and Cheese Mo. Guarding the 2, he's guarding the 3, and it's me, it's Key, and we are signing out.